The Young and the Restless spoilers. Kyle's grief passion with Summer after Claire presumed deceased. Jordan tricks Ian. Sharon's horror and Victor's fierce trouble. Michael discovers Jordan prisoner identity exchange. Stunning news. Enrages Victor. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you like our videos, then you can subscribe our channel. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Jordan is determined to get Claire Newman down from the Newmans and restore the manipulative bond they had ahead. Since Jordan feels like the Newman family has corrupted Claire, she wants to untangle her from their rich, entitled web and put her on a different path. Some peril is brewing for Claire, who's glad to be free of Jordan and clearly won't want to go back to how effects were growing up. Claire had a terrible non-age because of Jordan, but now she's got an awful life and is free to make all her own choices. Of course, Claire's relationship with Kyle Abbott is a big part of that awful life, but Jordan didn't raise Claire to watch about love and will be eager to tear her down from him too. Since Jordan stole Claire as a baby and made everyone believe she was departed, perhaps she could eventually carry out an analogous strategy now. Jordan might abduct Claire and leave evidence behind that makes it look like she's departed. Maybe Jordan will plan to take Claire far down from Genoa City and brainwash her again. Jordan may hope that formerly she gets Claire out of city, she can move her to be pious once further. What happens if Kyle ends up allowing Claire is gone for good? That could throw Kyle into a terrible ocean of grief and leave him looking for a lifeboat to keep from drowning. Summer Newman could step up to comfort Kyle if a situation like that plays out. It might indeed lead to Kyle surrendering to passion with Summer, just so he can feel commodity other than pain in that moment. Naturally, that could bring some regrets for Kyle if he latterly finds out Claire is alive and in need of a deliverance. Kyle might resolve to keep his grief-driven association under wraps, but the verity could come out anyway, especially if Summer winds up pregnant. Whatever the case, Young and the Restless suckers can anticipate further star-crossed nut drama for Kyle and Claire, so we'll bring you more prognostications on all the obstacles. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jordan will beget further chaos in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for updates on all the intimidating news ahead. The Young and the Restless. Monday, January 6th. Update: Jordan tricks Ian, Sharon's horror, and Victor's fierce trouble. The Young and the Restless spoilers update for Monday, January 6th reveals that Faith Newman will snap at Mariah Copeland and play the blame game over missing Sharon Newman, but she'll eventually apologize. Mariah will get that feelings are running high and will push Tessa Porter to walk her through her evening at society. The fact that Ian Ward popped up with an inhaler when Tessa demanded it'll be suspicious as far as Mariah is concerned. Mariah will assume Ian had an angle when it came to delivering Tessa, so she'll presume that perhaps he did it to impress her. Since Ian is pretending he's a reformed man of the cloth, Mariah will consider the idea that he was trying to prove to her that he's changed. Of course, Mariah wouldn't believe Ian is rehabilitated at all. Neither will Victor Newman, once his security Joe tracks Ian down and forces him to come to the estate on Monday's Young and the Restless occasion. Despite Ian's claims that he's back in city to make amends, Nick Newman will suspect he's connected to Sharon's suffering and will demand to know where she is. Ian will deny any knowledge of what's going on with Sharon and will stick to his story about changing his ways. Victor will advise Ian to leave Genoa City permanently and will hang to make him evaporate if he finds out Ian's involved in everything that's been disturbing his family. Ian will point out that Nick was making pitfalls against him before and admit he formally transferred a letter to the police. Bone that principally says the Newmans are responsible if commodity happens to him. When Nikki Newman appears, she'll fear over Ian's return and push for updates. Nick will calm Nikki down in the living room while Victor gets relief of Ian and sends his security Joe to tail him. Nikki will get the news of Ian's religious act and will learn that his release story is unfortunately true. At the Jazz Chesterfield, Cole Howard will weigh the pros and cons of accepting Victor's job offer during a discussion with Victoria Newman. Although Cole wouldn't love the idea of working under Victor's thumb, Victoria will suppose it'd be delightful for them to both be at Newman Enterprises. Cole will admit he's upset about rocking the boat in the happy life they're now participating, but Victoria wouldn't be bothered about that. Once Victoria plays up the strength of their relationship, she wouldn't want that to affect Cole's choice. Cole still wouldn't be suitable to make a firm decision about his future, but he'll be appreciative of the guidance. Jordan will be assigned with disposing of Sharon in the swash and setting the stage for Phyllis Summers's frame-up, but she'll detention Sharon's grim fate in the end. Rather, Jordan will chain Sharon up in what appears to be the seamster system and plan to use her as an insurance policy. It'll be Jordan's strategy to ensure Ian follows through on his part of their cross-cooperation. Once Ian meets up with Jordan at their motel room, he'll seek evidence that Sharon's been taken care of. Jordan will tell Ian that Sharon is where she's supposed to be, so he'll feel satisfied. After the chloroform wears off, Sharon will recapture knowledge and see that she's chained up, so she'll be distraught as she cries out for help. As for Victor's vaticination, he'll assure Nikki that Ian's going to make a mistake at some point, and when he does, Victor will plan to bury him. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor and Ian have another major showdown ahead, so stick with the CBS cleaner. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Michael discovers Jordan prisoner identity exchange. Stunning news enrages Victor. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor Newman will keep his guard up when it comes to Ian Ward, since he knows what this villain is able of. Victor may get an indication about Ian's abettor since his security Joe's going to follow Ian and could catch a regard of a woman entering his motel room. Of course, Victor won't incontinently suspect that woman is Jordan since he believes she's in captivity. As far as Victor knows, Jordan is still serving her time at an outside security installation that she can't escape from. Still, Ian managed to use his coffers and exchange in someone who was willing to take Jordan's place. There was a dying woman who demanded plutocrat for her family, so it all worked out for Ian to free Jordan and protest off this alliance. During the week of January 6 to 10, Victor could get a step closer to uncovering the whole story. Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will deliver new orders to Michael Baldwin, who'll be assigned with chancing out further word about Ian's conduct since his release. Michael will launch a disquisition and may learn that Ian served as a captivity chaplain at the same installation Jordan was transferred to. That alone could set off alarm bells, so Michael may dig into this indeed further. The captivity may assure Michael that Jordan is reckoned for, but he may still feel like commodity questionable is going on. Michael could at least hope to calf Jordan and find out further about her relations with Ian. That could lead to Michael paying Jordan a visit and figuring out that Ian arranged and pretender. Indeed, if this woman is a ringer, it presumably wouldn't take Michael long to realize she's not the real deal. Michael may deliver some stunning news to Victor and outrage him by revealing that Ian broke Jordan out of the slammer. That could double Victor's fury and leave him determined to take both Ian and Jordan down for good. Grounded on our Young and the Restless prognostications, Michael could play a crucial part in how Jordan's escape gets exposed, so stay tuned to see if he'll eventually give Victor updates on this twist. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor will show off some fierce determination against his adversaries in the coming occurrences, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.